Hey, what's happening, people? It's your boy Stefan Davis for Stefan Davis TV. Diversity in the British film and theatre industry. And this is a video blog that I've kind of shied away from making for a very long time. I work within the film and theatre industry, therefore for me to be criticising it, it's not really going to help me get more work. Let's just put it this way. But this conversation continues to be had. And the only way to really look at the seat of the problem is to look at when the first film was ever printed. And the first film was created back in the 1800s. Advances in technology for projection and printing images to film, all that technology was created in the 1800s. Now within the 1800s, women were heavily oppressed. Jim Crow law was at the height of its seat in society. So blacks or non-whites and whites were purposefully kept segregated. So from the incarnation of film, there has been this separation between non-whites and whites. That's the basis. Now this is where we get into what institutional racism actually is. Racism isn't just a white guy shouting at a black guy, hey monkey. That's stupidity. Institutional racism is when a body that has power and wealth is able to leverage that power and wealth in order to prevent or keep or separate or keep down another group of people. And that is what the film industry has been founded on. So let's fast forward now. It's being looked at or being challenged now by people who are in positions of power, like some of the A-lister actors, your big name actors. They are now in a position where they are able to stand up today and challenge the system as it stands. But the only reason why they're able to stand up and challenge the system as it stands is because they come from that system and therefore are in a position to say, hey, system, I'm the product of what can be achieved and let's make more of that happen. And that's a good thing. Anybody who's oppressed or not given an opportunity needs somebody to fight their corner. That's a good thing. But the issue comes into play when you put yourself on the other side of the spectrum. What is the one thing that makes companies do what they do? Money. Money is the life force of business. If they can find the paper trail, they will produce something for that audience that will bring in the money. That is what it is all about. So, for an industry that has established itself on making money by keeping things separate and focusing on a core group of people, if there is not a proven means of bringing income from another group that will increase the income of that business, there is no reason why they should feel the need to change what they are doing. The financial spending power of a group of people will drive and dictate how film and media companies will move, respond, and react. So, if they feel like they can make a film about gay, lesbian, bi, and transgender community and know that it's going to make money, they'll do that. If they know that they can make a black film with black actors and make money, they will do that. If they feel that they can make a martial arts film and make money, they'll do that, because it's not about some emotional art form for them, but it's about, are they going to make a return on their investment? And if they don't make a return on their investment, the company will lose its power. We live today in the year 2016 where ethnic minority groups have spending power. Okay, put it this way. My city of Birmingham, there are, I think, maybe 3 or 4 major cinema chains. Cineworld, View, Odeon, Showcase. And in maybe 3 out of 4 of those chains, they show Asian or Bollywood cinema. Now, why do they show Asian and Bollywood cinema? Is it purely because they have a want to change the diversity landscape of? No. It's because they know that they make money from the audience that they present those films for. I watched the film on YouTube when The Best Man's Holiday came out, and there were 3 girls, and I'll put the video in the link below, and they were saying, I think it's called Why I Don't Watch Black Film, and they go into this whole conversation as to black film is never as good as white film. White film isn't even called white film. Why is white film not called white film? Why is black film called black film? And so on and so on and so on. And that goes back to the 1800s when film and cinema was created in the first place. And mainstream film, which has had a longer time to establish itself, a longer history of finance, a longer history of understanding and education, and created the language of film, versus black film, which has been underfinanced, which has never really been represented, which has never really had the support it's needed, and never really been able to create its own language. There's a disparity. Now, why am I saying all of this? Why have I gone through this whole rant? It's great that we have advocates knocking on the doors of the BBC and ITV and Film 4. However, unless they can see the money, they have no reason to change. What if things never change in that environment? Then what? Are we just going to be here in 20 years' time continuing to complain and say, well, why haven't they changed? Why haven't they done this? Why don't they open the door? What are we going to do to make the change happen for ourselves without the external influences? When we're going to leverage the spending power that we have, how are we going to spend our money? If you support black filmmakers, black actors and artists in your locality, if you go and see shows that are in your environment and support, things will start to happen. People will start to pay attention because they see where the money's going. Can we not get bogged down with constantly knocking on the doors of the industry that was never established for us in the first place? How are we going to make this thing happen for us? So basically, it's great that we've got advocates knocking on the door, but if this industry doesn't change, are we going to sit back and just look at it, or are we actually going to make things happen for ourselves? It's your boy Stefan Davis for Stefan Davis TV. Till the next blog, catch you later.